Hey programmers, Alvin here. Right now let's go over LeetCode number 144, the binary tree preorder traversal problem. So in this problem, we're going to be given a binary tree as input. What we want to do is return back an array containing all of the values of the binary tree following a preorder traversal. The pattern for a preorder traversal is that you process yourself and then your left children and then your right children. The key idea here is you want to apply this pattern recursively. So you need to evaluate this at every node recursively. I'm going to abbreviate my 3 steps here. So I have self, left, and right. I'm going to use S, L, and R to denote that. And I want to evaluate this at every node. So let's see how it would evaluate here. So I'm going to start at the root node. The first step I need to do is process itself. So I can just go ahead and add A into my output. So there it is at the top. At this point, I need to head to the left children from this A node. So I just go to the left. So now I'm at the B node. Now I'm at this B node, I need to evaluate my steps recursively. So B can go ahead and process itself. So I add B into my main list there. At this point, I want to go to the left of the B. So I get down to the D node. D is ready to process itself. So I go ahead and add that into my output. Now that I'm at this D node, I would want to go to the left even further, but D has no left child. So the left step is just automatically done. In a similar way, now D wants to head to the right child, but there is no right child, so its right step is automatically done as well. At this point, D is done with all 3 steps, so it could just return back to its parent. So now I'm back at the B node. From the point of view of the B node, I actually finished processing all of B's left subtree, so that left step is done. But now I can head to the right of this B node. So now I'm at the E node. E is ready to process itself, so I add E into my output. E would want to go to its left child, but it doesn't exist, so that's trivially done. In a similar way, E has no right child, so that right step is also trivially done. At this point, E is complete with all 3 steps, so it can return back to its parent. Now I'm back at the B node. B just finished processing its entire right subtree, so now B is done with all 3 steps. It can return back to its parent. Now I'm at the root node, or the A node. From the point of view of the A node, A is actually done processing its entire left subtree, so its left step is done. I do need to work on the right step now, so I go down to the right child of C. The C node should go ahead and process itself, so I add C into my output. C has no left child, so the left step is automatically done. I need to go to the right child now though, so I go down to the F node. I can process F itself, so I add it to the output. F has no left child, it also has no right child, so I'm done with all 3 steps for the F node. I return back to its parent, which is C. From the point of view of C, C is actually done with its right step. Now C has all 3 steps done, so it can return back to its parent of A. A also just completed its right step, so A actually is done with all 3 steps as well. At this point, up top, I do have all of my node values laid out in my preorder traversal. Because we apply a preorder traversal recursively at every node, recursion is going to be the best way to implement this in some code. Let's take a look. So to get going here, I'm going to create the result list. So for me, that'll be a Python list. For you, it might be an array. Just call it result. And like I said, I think the best way to solve this is recursively. I like to create a separate recursive helper function. I'll just call it traverse. So this recursive function is going to take in some root node as well as the result list. That way I can add to it over time. So in terms of my base case, very classic base case for a binary tree, if your root is null, or in my case, none, then I can just return. And because we want to do a preorder traversal, remember that that ordering means you do yourself, and then you go do your left, and then you go do your right. So it's self, left, right. So what I want to do is make my recursive call. So I know I'm going to call recursively. So traverse, I'm going to go to the left. I'm going to pass in the same result list. That way I can add to it again, and also go to the right. And the preorder needs to be evident in how you call your function recursively. So before I go to the left and then I go to the right, I need to process myself. Processing myself just means do something with this root node's value. So what I'll do is I'm going to append this root's value into my result. Right, so I'm processing myself and then going to the left and then going to the right. Now over in my main function here, I want to call my traverse top level. So traverse on the root, pass in the result list, and then this will have the effect of doing the preorder traversal and also appending values into the result list. Afterwards, I just want to return my result list because it should be filled up. So we'll go ahead and give that a submission, and there we have it. So if we say that n is the number of nodes here, the time complexity is just O of n. We're really just doing a type of depth first traversal. We're just going to do a recursive call for every node of the tree, and there are n nodes. That's why we have O of n time. Space complexity here is also going to be O of n. For one, we have the result list, which ultimately is going to contain exactly n elements. And the other space that we consume comes from the recursive call stack, which in the worst case isn't going to get any larger than O of n. So we just have O of n time and O of n space here. All right, I hope you found this tutorial useful. If you want to check out more data structures and algorithms with me, then consider hitting subscribe, and I'll see you next time.